Hi students, how are you? Yes, I hope that you all are fine at your home. And here I'm also fine. And I have come in front of you to take one more history topic. Okay, it is nothing but see here causes for the rise of new religions. Yes, you might have learned this lesson, rise of new religions. Okay, today we are going to learn about causes for the rise of new religion. Okay, what are those causes that what happened? So rise of new religions in 6th century, right? You might have heard this. Okay, then what are those causes? So today we are going to learn regarding this topic, right? The first point, causes, right? The first point, changes in Vedic religion. Yes. So, if you consider our ancient Indian history, so there was a religion called Vedic religion, or we can call Hindu religion. Okay. So, the people who are living on the bank of what Indus River, for example, we can call that river as a Sindhu river. So because of that Sindhu, the name of the river Sindhu, we got the what name that Hindus. Okay, Sindhu had become Hindu. The people who are living on the bank of Sindhu river called as Hindus, right? So the Hindu religion, there was a religion called Hindu religion. Okay, so it is nothing but Vedic religion. So earlier it was very easy to follow. Common people can easily follow that. So after some time, what happened day by day? It was being changed by the Brahmins. They were the upper category people. So you might have heard there were four categories in India: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. There were four categories, and Shudras are considered as untouchables. But Brahmins, they were what upper category people. Okay, and what happened? The speeches or preaches by the Brahmins, all the common people they had to follow. So what happened? Common people they could not able to follow those rules and regulations which were made by Brahmins, right? So it was the point changes in Vedic religion. Because of that reason, what happened? Common people they impressed by other religion called what Jainism and Buddhism, right? The first point, changes in Vedic religion means earlier it was easy to follow. So after that, Brahmins they changed the rules and regulations of the Vedic religion, right? So then, costly sacrifices. Okay, in the ancient, if you consider ancient Indian history, or if you see the kingdoms, okay, the time of kingdoms, so there were yajnas and yagas, okay, so they were sacrificing the animals while doing yajna and yagas, right? So, but it was very costly, so common people they could not able to do any yagas and yajnas, but according to the Vedic religion, so Brahmins they asked the people to do those yajnas and yagas, and also they demanded more money from the common people. So it was the cost, right? Costly sacrifice. It was very costly. Poor common people they could not able to bear that, right? Belief in mantras and tantras. Yes. So Brahmins they asked the common people to believe in mantras and yagas. So, but some common people they started believe. What happened then? After some time, the educated common people they did not believe the what mantras and tantras, and they learned that Brahmins are making fool. They are making fool, and so by learned all these things, all those things, what happened? Common people they attracted towards other religion called Jainism and Buddhism. Okay, so then supremacy of the Brahmins, as I have mentioned you in earlier. So there were four caste system, especially Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. And Brahmins they were considered as upper category people, and all the rules and regulations of the Vedic age or Vedic religion were made by Brahmins, and the preach of the Brahmins, all the common people they had to follow those preachers by the Brahmins, right? So supremacy of the Brahmins, the common people they could not able to bear those situations, because Vaishyas and Shudras they were considered as lower category people. They were not getting any profits regarding what Vedika religion, right? Caste system. The same point I have already told you that there were four caste systems. So among them, so there were some other caste systems. There were numbers of caste system in India in ancient time also. So, but the common people they considered as what lower category, but only the Brahmins and Kshatriyas were considered as upper category, and they were getting good education. So because of that reason, common people, especially Vaishyas and Shudras, they were attracted towards Jainism and Buddhism, because Jainism and Buddhism was very easy religion to follow, right? Expensive religion, yes. So if you consider our Vedic religion, or if you compare our Vedic religion to other religion, so easily you can get to know that our Vedic religion is very, very expensive. Okay, see, just think that I hope that you have heard so many epics like Mahabharata and Ramayana. So in that time there was a Ashwamedha Yaga, right? So horse sacrifices. It was famous in those days. That means that in 6th century BC, BC 600. So there were horse sacrifices are very, very common. And also, do you know that cow sacrifices are also the famous sacrifices in the time of Vedic period, right? So they were asking more money, or they means Brahmins, they were demanding more money from the common people because for the yajnas and yagas. So, but common people, they could not able to bear the situation, and they could not able to give more money to the Brahmins. So they can't able to follow the rules and regulations of the Vedic religion, because it is very, very expensive religion, right? So the common people, what they did, they went towards the Jainism and Buddhism. It was very, very those religions were very, very easy to follow by the common people, right? Difficult language, yes, only Samskrita, right? So you might have known that our all epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata and Upanishads, and also what are the what works written by the Brahmins, they all are in Samskrita. So it was very, very famous and ancient language of India, Samskrita. But common people, they could not able to read those Samskrita literature, and also they could not able to understand the Samskrita words, right? So, but people from Bengal, they know only Bengali and Pali, okay? So, but in those situations, what happened, Jainism and Buddhism, they preached in common language. They preached in common language so that the common people can easily understand their religion. For example, Jainism and Buddhism, Mahavira and Gautam Buddha, they preached in Pali and Bengali and Prakrita. So those were the languages easily, the common people, they can easily understand, because those were the languages, what happened, they were very easy languages, because they're native languages, right? So, but Sanskrit language was very, very tough. Only the Brahmins and Kshatriyas can understand those language, because so Sanskrit, only Kshatriyas and Brahmins were accepted to learn the Sanskrit language, right? So it was very difficult language too, and also it's very difficult to understand the uses rules and regulations of the Vedic language. Ways of salvation. Okay, it's very, very important point. Brahmanas asked the common people to follow the rules and regulations to get the salvation. To get the salvation. Okay, so common people were depressed by the Brahmins, and Brahmin people, they forced the common people to follow the rules and regulations of the Vedic religion to get the salvation. Okay, so it was also the one point. Common people, they got very much sad. They felt very sad regarding the Vedic religion, right? Hostility between Brahmins and Kshatriyas. Yes. See what happened in ancient time, Brahmins and Kshatriyas were considered as upper category people. So day by day, what happened? There was a situation of Cold War. you might have heard the Cold War between Russia and America. The same way, in ancient times, there was a Cold War between Brahmins and Kshatriyas. So Brahmins, they thought that, or they think that they were the upper category people because Brahmana, what caste is upper caste, so like that they were thinking. But Kshatriyas, they started to think that they were the upper category people because they learnt all the Vedas, and they got the education, okay, and they were rich because kings were rich, right? So they thought that they were the what upper category people. So what happened? There was a cold war between Brahmins and Kshatriyas started what giving opportunities for the other religion, especially Jainism and Buddhism, because to show the Brahmins that they were the upper category, they were the great people, right? So Kshatriyas had given the opportunities for the other religions, okay, in order to give what, in order to tell the Brahmins that they were the great people. Economic causes, yes. So after the 6th century, 600 BC, what happened? The common people, especially Vaishya people, they started trading to the Western countries. So Westernization had happened. So common people, they started earning more money. So after getting rich, they started to get new religions. So in that time, what happened? So Mahavira and Gautam Buddha, they founded a new religion called Buddhism and Jainism. So Vaishyas had become rich, and they went towards those religions which was very easy to follow, right? Birth of strong monarchy. What I have already expressed is that Kshatriyas had become angry on Brahmins that because of the greatness, okay? So birth of strong monarchies. So kingdoms, okay? Some kingdoms, what happened? They given the opportunities for the Buddhism and Jainism, okay? So in order to tell the Brahmins that they were the great people, without the Vedic period they can survive. So to show these things, they had given the opportunities for the Buddhism and Jainism. And also you might have seen that, so especially Buddhism and Jainism, they had given the opportunities by the kings, right? So for example, Harshavardhana king, he had given the opportunities for the Buddhism, and also Ashoka, okay, King Ashoka, he was the greatest king of Maurya. He had given the opportunities for the Buddha monks, and also he had converted himself as a Buddhism, right? As a Buddhist, he had converted. So there were so many kingdoms and monarchies, okay? They had converted to other religion, especially Jainism and Buddhism, okay? Urbanization. So it is related to the economic causes, right? Urbanization had happened, especially Prayaga, Padaliputra, so Kaushambi. So these were the cities had grown very well. So constructed house we can see. So because of the introducing of new cities, what happened? So the living style of the people had changed. Okay, so what happened? They rejected the Vedic religion and they went towards the other religion, which is very, very new, and also which is very easy to follow, right? Rise of tradesmen. Yes. So already I have told, especially Vaishya people, right? Vaishya people, they started trading towards the Western people. Westernization happened. They got education. So because of the trading, what happened? They got more money. Okay, they got more money, and they had become what we can call, they had become freedom. They got freedom, like they had come out of the rules and regulations of the Hindu people. They had come out of the rules and regulations of the Vedic people, and they went towards the Jainism and Buddhism, which was very, very new religion to them and also very easy to follow, right? Over animal slaughter. As I have told you that there was a horse sacrifice and cow sacrifices also. So because of that reason, in 6th century BC, Brahmins, they started sacrifices, okay, and also they asked the common people to do animal sacrifices, especially in Yajna Yagas, right? So we can see the word Ashwamedha Yaga, right? So it is nothing but the horse sacrifices. So because of that reason, animal sacrifices had started, but especially common people, they were depending on the agriculture. They needed animals, especially what cows and ox, right? They needed. But what happened? Brahmin people, they started sacrificing the animals, but the common people, they opposed the Brahmins to sacrifice the what animals. So it was also the one point, they rejected the Vedic religion and went towards the other religion, right? So, and one more thing I have to tell you that, so in Ashwamedha Yaga, almost 2,40,000 cows were given to the Brahmins. Okay, just imagine. So it was happening, but agricultural depending people, they could not able to bear the situation. They needed the what animals, right? So because of that reason, they rejected the Vedic period. So use of iron implements. So using of iron implement, it indicates the agriculture, right? So they started using common people, right? Common people started using iron implements and for the agriculture, right? So what happened? They grown very well. They had become rich, especially Vaishyas. I told they started trading also. So after getting rich, what happened? They started to go towards one more religion, means new religion. Example, Buddhism and Jainism. Those were the biggest religion after the Vedic religion in those days, especially 600 BCE, right? Yes. See, my dear children, almost 15 points we learned, 15 causes for the rise of new religions. Okay. So once again, I am going to reminding you these are the points we have studied. Here, changes in Vedic religion. Changes in Vedic religion is nothing but, so earlier it was very easy to follow, but after that Brahmins they took the control over Vedic religion and they introduced new rules and regulations which were very, very difficult to follow, right? So costly sacrifices, I have already told you, and belief in mantras and tantras. Brahmanas asked the common people to believe the mantras and tantras, but common people rejected. So because they thought that these were the blind beliefs, right? So then supremacy of the Brahmins, as I have mentioned you that, so Brahmins, they were the upper category people in those days, and so the common people, they felt very sad that they were lower category people. Caste system, I have already told you. See, and then see, expensive religion, I have told. So please note down. I think you're writing. Please note down the first point: changes in Vedic religions. So what we have learned today? What we have learned today, guys? Causes for the rise of new religion. Okay, rise of new religion, especially Jainism and Buddhism, right? So these were the religion. What happened in the time of 6th century? They established by the Gautam Buddha and Mahavira, right? So what was the reason? So these are the reasons. See, changes in Vedic religion, costly sacrifices, belief in mantras and tantras, supremacy of the Brahmins, caste system, then expensive religion, difficult language, especially Sanskrit, okay? Ways of salvation, hostility between Brahmins and Kshatriyas, economic causes, birth of strong monarchy. Birth of strong monarchy means kingdoms, right? So there were so many kingdoms, they started giving opportunities for the other religion, especially Jainism and Buddhism. I have told you, right? So urbanization is nothing but growth of new cities like Prayaga, Padaliputra, Kaushambi. These were the Magadha. These were the famous cities in the time of 600 BCE, right? So rise of tradesmen, over animal slaughter, use of iron implements. Yes. See, these are the points we learned, almost 15 points, okay? So there were 3 slides, 15 points we learned. So those were the causes of rise of new religion, right? So my dear children, please take the homework. Please take the homework. Why did new religions rise in 6th century? Okay? See, please note down. I hope that you are writing. Why did new religions rise in 6th century? Okay. So, my dear children, today we learned the what points? We learned the causes for the rise of new religions. I hope that you have understood. If you don't get my words, please ask the question through WhatsApp. I will try to answer you. Right? So, my dear children, thank you. Bye.